Alright, let's dive into something that's both terrifying and utterly fascinating: the recent eruption of Guatemala's Fuego Volcano. Now, if you've been following the news, you've probably seen the headlines: hundreds evacuated, rivers of lava, ash plumes miles high. But here's the thing: this isn't just another natural disaster story. It's a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the delicate balance humans maintain with it. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is how it forces us to confront our vulnerability in the face of something so unpredictable and unstoppable. First off, let's talk about Fuego itself. This volcano is no stranger to eruptions. It's Central America's most active volcano, and it's been erupting for 23 hours straight this time around. But here's where it gets even more intense. Fuego is less than 100 kilometers from Guatemala City, a major urban center. Imagine living that close to a ticking time bomb. What many people don't realize is that volcanoes like Fuego are part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a hotspot for seismic and volcanic activity. It's not just about this one eruption, it's about the constant threat that millions of people live with every day. Now, let's talk about the human side of this story. The evacuation of hundreds of people is more than just a logistical challenge. It's a deeply personal experience. Take Alejandro Garcia, a 68-year-old resident who described the terrifying scenes of lava tumbling down the mountainside. He said villagers left out of fear, not because of an official order. That's a detail I find fascinating: the instinct to survive kicking in before any authority tells you to run. It raises a deeper question: how do communities prepare for something so unpredictable? And what does it do to your psyche to live in the shadow of a volcano? One thing that immediately stands out is the resilience of these communities. Lydia Ortiz, a 40-year-old evacuee, said she'd rather move to a different house because the volcano doesn't give any warning. That fear is palpable, and it's something I can't even begin to imagine living with. But it also shows the adaptability of humans. They've learned to live with this constant threat, yet every eruption is a reminder that nature is in control, not us. What this really suggests is that we are still at the mercy of geological forces we can't fully predict or control. Sure, we have advanced warning systems and evacuation plans, but as we saw in 2018, when 215 people were killed by Fuego's eruption, sometimes it's not enough. That tragedy is a haunting reminder of the stakes here. And it's not just about the immediate danger, it's about the long-term impact on communities, economies, and mental health. If you take a step back and think about it, this eruption is part of a bigger trend. Climate change, seismic activity, and extreme weather events are all on the rise. Fuego's eruption is just one piece of a larger puzzle. From my perspective, it's a wake-up call to take these threats seriously, not just in Guatemala but globally. We are all living on a planet that's constantly shifting and changing, and stories like this remind us of our place in the grand scheme of things. So, what's the takeaway here? Personally, I think it's this: nature is both beautiful and brutal, and we are just along for the ride. We can prepare, we can adapt, but we can't control it. And maybe that's the lesson: humility in the face of forces far greater than ourselves. What do you think? Is this just another news story, or does it make you pause and reflect on our place in the world? Let me know in the comments below.